Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay, we have a predict the starting material question. So remember, we always have a nucleophilic carbon and an electrophilic carbon. So that's how we're going to split this molecule. So this is coming from, that was ugly, let me redraw that. Our nucleophilic carbon, it's pretty easy to recognize because it looks the exact same. But our electrophilic carbon has to originally come from the carbonyl. So in this case, it's just acetone reacting with itself for part A. For part B, we see this tert-butyl group on one side and an alpha-beta unsaturated system on the other. So of course, this is going to be your nucleophilic carbon. This is going to be your electrophilic carbon. This originally came from the dehydration of this alcohol. So perhaps that's a little bit easier to see now, because that is coming from here and your benzaldehyde. For C, we have another alpha-beta unsaturated system, but it's cyclic. So if it's cyclic, we can still do the same idea. So this is a nucleophile, this is your electrophile. Must have come from, oops, it's not six-membered. That is a five-membered ring. Just six-membered are so much easier to draw. Too many benzenes. And then we have our alcohol. That's what it was originally coming from, so perhaps that's easier to see. And we have this nucleophile reacting with that electrophile. There you go, nice six-membered ring. This tetrasubstituted alkene, the very unnecessary phenyl substitutions. So nucleophilic carbon, electrophilic carbon, I'm going to skip the intermediate this time because I know you guys got that. Must have come from this diphenyl ketone. And lastly, we got CH, double bond, CH, CN. Pretty cool condensation which occurred here. So again, we can think of it as a nucleophilic carbon and electrophilic carbon, or you can think of it as a nucleophilic carbon and an electrophilic carbon. That is the correct way of thinking about it. Sorry, that should be a double bond. So this one I'll draw stepwise. Came from this alcohol reacting with this, or going through the dehydration. Of course, that comes from the orthomethyl benzaldehyde plus this methyl cyanide. And so this methyl cyanide, it reacts very similarly. If you look, as a carbonyl, because after a base deprotonates this, can resonate into this. I'll just draw it a little bit further this way. This nitrogen anion can resonate back to generate your nitrile group, but then this reactivity is exactly the same as, say, an enolate. that can attack to get you to that compound. Okay,